only knows what they're doing to these people. All the more reason to blow them to hell. Get moving.
So far, we don't have visual confirmation on the hostiles. I wouldn't get too comfortable, though. We're expecting heavy resistance. They're probably moving into position as we speak.
Alright, hey guys, how y'all doing? This is Con coming to you with another episode of XCOM Classic League Campaigning. Like I promised you guys, we are assaulting the alien base, which is a longer mission, so depending on how long this video is, I might split it into two different parts. I will probably take this one a little bit slower, just because of the extended nature of the entire thing. This is one of those few maps that's completely and totally always exactly the same, so we have to go through like 2 or 3 really long chambers, and somewhere way back here is the bad guy. Well, the base commando. Our squad is either all colonels or majors, which is pretty sweet, and we have pretty much some of our best gear possible out in the field. Also bring in the arc thrower, who's got 3 stun charges on it, because I'm really hoping to, well, I'm just hoping to kind of pick up some guys who are in here too. I will say that in XCOM Long War, especially on, like, Impossible, this mission is ridiculously difficult. In Long War, you get the opportunity to drop in with 8 guys, but even then, it's not always enough. In fact, it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, you have 8 guys, well, we are going to throw 4 mechtoids at you in the first turn. Oh yeah, here's some sectoids and floaters in the meantime, too. And I cannot overstate how crazy difficult it gets. Like, retardedly so.
On my way.
Uber fast. That said, this is vanilla, so it's not going to be quite the same insanity. But if you just heard as many shrieks and everything as I just heard, you understand what I mean when I say it's going to get ridiculous.
Headed there now.
Well, it looks like we found where they've been taking the abductees, but that still doesn't explain what the purpose of all this is.
Probably going to do is I'm going to clear this right side real quick, and before we move towards the next chamber, I'm going to, like I said, clear this, and then move up to the center, clear that as well, and kind of clear each of these things in turn, because with Iron Man, there is no second chance. You either live or you die on the throw of the dice. I'd rather not have my dice get thrown and be all over the place. So, like I said, this is going to be taking a little bit slower. I don't need to revive. That was a mistake. I gotta hunker. I don't really want to waste the battle scanners just yet. If I have people that patrol into me, I'm pretty happy with that.
What was that sound?
Cool. Somebody can patrol into me, I'd be okay. And honest to God, I don't remember what sound that is. So we're going to find out together, I think. There's definitely a cyber disc in the area, though. And look, we cleared that first area. We're all set there. Cool. We're going to backtrack. You are going to sit tight. And I think now that we have this front area sort of clear, I'm going to put somebody up in here. Excuse me.
Roll it out.
And we're going to be a little more aggressive in how we clear things. Now, if we have Sean the Prawn go there, we can also have Zhang slip up to this area right here. We have all our forces nice and concentrated, which is pretty darn good. It's going to be a little funky. Especially since I hate the sound of mechtoids. That's like just PTSD almost for me. All I can think is, we miss you, Simone, is part 1.
I am moving.
But you're also kind of wondering why I left that first, what you call it? Ah, jeez, what's the name of that? The first cinematic in. I have to admit, while some of the cinematics don't necessarily impress me, I really kind of adore the one going into the alien base. It's like, we're completely screwed. There's no one here. Oh my gosh, what's going on? And I still have to ask myself, what the heck this stuff is supposed to be? All I can think is like the stuff from Ghostbusters 2 that they spray on everything to make it, you know, it more, not psychically active, but that kind of idea. Okay, fantastic. So we have a Berserker for the first time, which is going to be okay if we can pick him up. Cool. So this will be fun. Okay, crit the bejesus out of him, please. Sweet. I forgot about this. Please don't kill him. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. That could be perfect. That could be like the best thing possible that's happening to me. Okay, you are going to shoot him. He's going to die. And can you imagine Melita with a plasma sniper and Archangel armor? She's going to be ridiculous. Like, just even beyond ridiculous. She'll be unstoppable. However, we're going to slip up here.
Moving to position.
And we're going to shock you. 90%.
Hope this works.
Nailed it. Cool.
Tell the doc we're bringing home a live one.
I will. Reload. 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 Keep an eye out. So that was a pretty good first contact. I'm okay with that.
Heading out.
Shift up slightly. Reload.
Back online. Moving to position.
If I can pick up a couple more captures this mission, I will be pretty stoked. Yes, stoked.
Understood.
I know the 90s called, they want their phrases back, but I'm not willing to give it to them. Keep on Overwatch, keep on Overwatch. You know, at the same time, this isn't the most thrilling video initially, but I am more than willing to be cautious if I can keep bros up. Also, for people who aren't sure, the reason you don't see me try to capture things like chrysalids are because chrysalids aren't going to get captured. Ever. That's just how they are. They're just vicious eating machines that no one cares about. Including the good doctor, it kind of sounds like every now and again.
Affirmative. Moving out.
I will admit, I've always thought it was kind of weird that they never had to really worry about the alien
to that position.
coming back up and be like, okay, well, I'm only shocked for a couple of turns. You better finish the mission in this amount of time or else I am back on the field. Then again, I'm sure that'd be kind of injecting a level of complexity into the game that'd be kind of ridiculous. That's kind of weird. I'm not moving them into cover, but at the same time, just in the off chance that we have somebody patrolling, I'd like them to patrol into me as opposed to me procking them as I try to shift into cover. Plus, I'd really like to get my snipers into position. Sniper, really. Into position because she just is that good. Obviously, I mean, you've seen her work.
Let's do this.
She's a savant. It's glorious to watch her work.
Я пошла.
My bros continue to just kind of shift forward little bits at a time.
Solid copy.
Ferrithos, you're going to shift up as well.
Got it. Moving.
And next turn we're going to have one of the supports move up to kind of proc everybody else that we can. And that through the first doorway.
What was that?
I'm never happy hearing that sound. It's never good.
You love us.
When you love us, let us go. If we love you, we'll come back. That was funny in my mind. If it's not funny in your guys' mind, you know what? I'm sorry. I love having like crazy little stupid jokes about other languages and things like that. Either way, our heavies are going to continue to move forward. I haven't got any transient noises over here, so it's pretty safe to assume that this area is fairly clear. That said, I do understand if someone wants to be more cautious in the future and be like, hey, bros, let's not rush in, because that'd be a bad idea.
Yes, no.
I'm fearless right now, so let's go.
Headed there now.
Solid copy.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Actually feeling really fearless right now. I don't have any kind of transits coming in. Mechtoid. We already got this once.
This was likely an effort to improve their combat power. We should exercise caution.
Okay.
Hostile spotted.
That's fine, whatever.
Watch
Okay.
the flanks, they're moving.
So first things first, since he has heat ammo and a shredder, we're going to just kind of throw it through the doorway. Yes, it might destroy some of the cover, which is kind of a pain, but I'd rather destroy the cover and hurt the mechtoid a lot, because I can't cap it anyway. And then suppress a unholy bejesus out of the sectoid. He's still on Overwatch, isn't he? So annoyingly enough, we'll have to do this dumb thing where I have to run his Overwatch just because. I almost forgot that for a second. I kind of always forget that shredding doesn't actually take it off. I'm actually looking forward to that in XCOM 2. Where you won't really have to worry about running Overwatch. If you damage them, you have a chance of getting rid of the Overwatch. So headshot. Not as much as we wanted to, but that's okay. Oh, I know why she gave us the talk. Because this is technically the second time we've seen it, but the first time we saw the mechtoid, that was during the ill-fated thing with, shoot, what's her name? With Simonis. And whoa, I'd actually never seen that happen before, so I know we'll get the mechtoid corpse, but I've never actually seen the thing actually falls off the map, which is a bit of detail that I think is really kind of cool. In the meantime, over, Captain Amazing's going to shift up.
Aye, aye, Commander.
As is pretty much everybody else.
Выхожу.
I don't necessarily want to put people on Overwatch either. Maybe what I will do is I'll just drop a smoke grenade down on top of everyone. So hopefully I can get the sectoid, because one of the last times I feel like I'm going to get the chance to add a sectoid. Sweet.
Они отходят.
Okay, so he's able not to be seen, but I can do damage to him anyway with
Good to go.
this. Suppress, take him down to 1 health. And you, my friend, are going to just shock him. Which is we have one. Cool. We have 1 charge left for the sectoid commander. Which let's face it. If you guys have seen this game at all before, you know what's coming. Which is less than optimal because he can sometimes be a little bit of a pain. But if he can come out as 3 out of 3, I'd be pretty okay with that. Not sure why you could be not okay with that. I mean, geez, that'd be kind of pretty awesome to actually run 3 out of 3. It means that we haven't failed a capture yet. I really, really want the early psionic stuff too. Alright, so we're going to shift forward like this. I don't know whether or not we'll actually see a sectopod on this map, but what we're going to do with this next chamber is they've got these 2 power sources to the side, which is all well and good. It definitely gives you positions down to go into the chamber itself. We're going to plop our sniper and probably at least 1 heavy up here to fire down into the actual room. Swing an assault and a support out to one side and do the same thing on the other. So we're going to try to clear as much as possible in this opening move. Actually, an assault and a heavy off one side should be fine. We should have more than enough firepower to handle anything in one area. And frankly, on the other side, I don't know why he's ran around like an idiot.
Back online.
Okay, now don't go into line of sight for everybody else. We're gonna go right here and chill. You do that. No, so putting somebody up on the 2nd floor is gonna be of primary importance for me. And with the way I'm breaking these teams down to attack, we should have a pretty solid assault squad in either way.
What was that sound?
That's affirmative.
I think that really is a sectopod, which makes me kind of not excited, but more like, okay, cool. I'm happy to take that, I suppose. Okay, we're gonna do it this way then. We're actually gonna toss down a battle scanner. I'm gonna try our best not to destroy these things, because that'd be free money for us.
What could they possibly be storing in those tanks?
Okay, chrysalids off one side. That's not too bad. I can work with that. 5 chrysalids. Interesting. Huh.
Got it covered.
Screw this. We're gonna put both of our heavies up top. The assault on one side should be more than enough to kind of handle everything.
On my way.
Overwatch. That should still be easily out of line of sight, so we'll put you in here. Okay, I'm tired of them shrieking though, like the little stuff. Like I said, I continue to move Jane around to the other side. He's been more than able to handle everything that kind of comes his way. Keep him nice and close, that way if there's anything absolutely over there, we're not going to proc it. Because that would make it kind of... how does that proc it? Well, that's just annoying. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess I'm using a ghost grenade.
Contact.
6 of them. Alright, that was not ideal, but that's okay. Cool, so ghost grenade. That's annoying. I have no idea how one doesn't see it, but the other one does. This could be kind of awkward. This could be very awkward. Well, on the plus side, this means I won't have to worry about hitting the food storage tanks. Target is still moving. Okay, first things first. I wonder if I can run back in this direction. Because once I clear this particular set of chrysalids, it should be everybody I have to kill in this room. 2 for 2, please. Arg. Okay, that's suboptimal, but that's okay. We can still work with it. You have a big grenade. Alright, well, you know what? Let's do this.
Grenade.
And you also have a grenade.
Catch.
Chrysalids aren't very good at playing catch. There's something about they have really no sense of, not timing, but you know, they don't do well with the whole hand-eye coordination thing. And we're gonna shift you back.
Commander.
This could be awkward, actually.
I'm on the move.
I'm not sure if this will work, but I think it will. Cool, I am just in range for the grenade. So they're going to get blown up by 2 grenades. And what this will mean is that Sean the Prawn will actually have to pick off that last chrysalid with the laser rifle. And if she doesn't, then someone's going to take some pain. But she doesn't let us down. So, despite getting a really, really bad activation, we pull off a 6 up, 6 down operation in 1 turn. I won't say I couldn't be happier with people, but at the same time, I'm pretty pleased with how they worked. That was pretty well done. Well done, guys. Bravo.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And with that lesson now firmly rooted in my mind, I'm going to keep guys kind of chilling up here. Take a turn to reload. Shift forward ever so slightly. I say hopefully not take a bad contact.
On task. Ready to engage.
Heading to that location.
Whew. Pretty lucky that we had that ghost grenade, though. That was could have been kind of bad. Luckily, everybody in the mother's pretty much up, so we're all set on that one. So, folks, need to hold on again for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, sorry about that. So I was taking care of some other affairs of state. Now, returning to where we were. We're just taking out the chrysalids right here. We're just taking the chrysalids down over here. That last beautiful kill. And we actually have the other dead sectoid. Which is fine. I guess at this one of those moments we start moving people forward ever so slightly. Pretty happy that we used that
That's affirmative.
battle scanner when I did, though. That could have been very, very ugly. But now, with things kind of opening up a little bit, I think it is time for me, not to make a mad rush, but now we have both these areas over here kind of cut off.
I'm moving to that
So
position.
bolt forward to try to
Orders
take
confirmed. Moving out.
a nice, solid position. Once I get these people up to this ramp right here and successfully take that next area, I'll move up the sniper. Which, as of right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a massive issue at this point. It feels like I have pretty much everybody locked out.
What the hell was that?
I'm not sure, Snicky Poo. But we will find out together, I promise. Now let's see. Do I really want to move up? Maybe I want to move up and take the top of that hill just to see what's going on. Hey! There's no one there, of course.
Выхожу.
On the move.
Got it. Moving.
And because I don't want to proc anything, I will move people to the edge of this ramp.
Headed there now.
Поехали.
I really should have absolutely no issues in terms of line of sight there. Cool.
What was that?
I really think we're coming up to sectopods, which will be fun and yet terrifying in equal measure, because I haven't fought sectopods on vanilla in a really long time.
Heading to that location.
And I really don't want to use the battle scanner just yet, because I feel like that's kind of...
Good to go.
I'm not going to not use the word cheating, but it's not going to be a great idea in my mind to use it quite that quick. Hold on, but I don't remember how many more rooms we have to go yet before we hit the sector commander. Maybe she scampers up here.
Here they come.
Okay, less than ideal, but, you know, I can work with that. Okay, now, do I want to draw them in by firing at him? With rapid fire? No, I'll wait to do that until I can actually ensure a nice, solid hit. However, a grenade would not be out of consideration. So I can get rid of one cover and make him pretty ticked. She might freak out. You know, I always feel kind of lucky whenever they don't freak out. I think to myself, man, these guys are brave. And I think to myself, man, do they really have any other choice? Okay, I don't want to suppress. What I could do is move this bad boy right over to about here. Rapid fire the absolute bejesus out of him. Missed, and then he moves in for the third shot. Wait a second, really? That's not how that should have happened. Oh well. 87%, 75% with the 60. Let's try to kill him, please. Okay. Annoyingly enough, she's missing every single time she shouldn't be missing. Okay, let's have you roast him. Charge, and that should give me a close combat. There we go. CCS. Cool. Not sure why you can only see him. That's move here so you can see somebody else. It'd be really weird if she was only be able to stick corpse on the ground. Okay, so he's down though. Now, she's in crazy good cover already, so if I do this to double the cover bonus, I won't be able to see, but at the same time he's not gonna be able to charge me either if I fire once.